Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's video will be a walkthrough of Seacrest Scrub Natural Area in Boynton Beach. This is one of those really cool natural areas that you see in Delray Beach and Boynton Beach and other towns around here where these scrub landscapes are pretty much just left intact. There is a short paved trail, maybe like, I don't know, a fifth of a mile, but then on either side there are unpaved trails just going into the scrub land. So we're going to be checking that out today. This is cool. We're right up against a busy road right there, Seacrest Boulevard. We have this gate here that's meant to keep the inmates in. The gopher tortoises abound here, as well as birds. So let's check it out. It is Saturday morning and the weather is gorgeous. You can hear bird songs on either side of the trail. They're tucked away in there, kind of hard to spot. There's a cardinal. And like I said, this is just the introductory paved portion, and soon we'll see that it splits off multiple times on either side, so you can sort of blaze your own trail if you want, or follow the somewhat established existing trails. There are many pine trees around here, and consequently also pine cones, and some people decided to leave some artwork. Good vibes. All right, we'll split off the paved trail here, as this looks pretty inviting. There are yellow blazes to roughly help you keep on track. Got some vultures up there. In the pines. In the pines. There's a six-lined race runner. It's a really cool lizard. I don't know if you can see it. And he's just freezing up. That's his strategy. So I'll leave him alone. Okay, we're kind of in the middle of the natural area right here. And there's a intersection and a cleared patch. Let's just go right and see what we find. This path takes us towards that gate in that residential area. However, to the right and to the left, we have an inviting looking trail. So let's follow this. And it looks like it's taking us into a pretty dense area, which I prefer. We continue to plunge into the depths of this natural area. I'm hoping that we can find a gopher tortoise to show you. Is someone trying to tell me something? And another pine cone capped blaze. Let's see if we can establish a pattern of 3 in a row. All right. So that's what's going on. While it does feel like one is immersed in a pretty remote natural area, you can still hear voices from the adjacent neighborhoods, which creates an interesting clash. There's another one. Right, emerging from that wooded area, we're coming into this more clear space where we have some saw palmettos with these really nice looking silver green leaves that tend to thrive in sandy soil like you see on the path. And we got a bunch coming up here. All right, this is nice. We got some Spanish moss too. Remember, it's not Spanish and it's not a moss, but it might look like a Spaniard's beard. And we have a train track and some construction noise in the background. Let's continue. All right, there's a lot of dodder, D-O-D-D-E-R, which is this yellow vine that tends to smother plants beneath it. It's a parasitic vine that looks kind of cool, but is definitely not a friend of other plants. There it is, up close. Looks like this knoll lizard is trying to tell me which way to go. And you can see him flaring his dewlap too. So he's pointing right, therefore I'm gonna go right. I've actually been distracted by these two lizards who seem to be having some sort of altercation, fighting over this post. It's really fun to watch them. He's got the high ground. Don't give it up, buddy. I've started angling back towards the car. However, given that I haven't spotted a gopher tortoise yet, I'm going to take some deviations off the main trail so that hopefully I can spot one at some of the places that I've seen them before. It's a northern cardinal up there. It's a really pretty sound. You can kind of see it. Alright, I went off the main drag, and I would say that this is a successful mission because look what we have here. We have a gopher tortoise enjoying a nice, healthy lunch. 95% of what these guys eat is grass and vegetation like this. This one's chowing down. I don't see the burrow around here, but the burrows that they dig into the ground are often occupied by other animals, small mammals and such. Out here at Seacrest Scrub and some other parks, you'll see a lot of these guys. Alright, he's on his way down the path. Usually they don't range too far from the burrows, so if we followed him long enough, he'd probably go back to his burrow, but I want to give him some peace. And there he goes. All right, there's another one, and this one is at the mouth of its burrow. Head first towards the entrance, and if I get too close, I would probably lunge in there, but I don't really want to do that. You can see its feet, and it's got a pine cone right next to its left forelimb. So there's a burrow. And one more gopher tortoise just near the entrance and exit to Seacrest Scrub Natural Area. And with that vision in mind, that will conclude this video. Overall, this park, or natural area I should say, is a hidden gem surrounded by roads and residences and noise. You find this little place of relative wilderness and peace with a good amount of diversity in terms of the bird life and the vegetation. Gopher tortoises are a nice extra feature, so you should definitely check it out if you're in the area.